BC, the Lions Den basketball community. Let's cook. So last night, we just witnessed the Western Conference Finals, folks. I don't care what all these haters say. You shameful LeBron James fanboys gonna watch your king go home whining like a baby when he don't even make the playoffs. And and I respect the who am I cheering for this year? The Dallas Mavericks for sure. Denver's gonna make noise, but I just think what I saw from Houston last night, I'm like they're loaded. Sengun, Kevin Durant, they have good shooting, good defense, great coaching from Emi Udoka. Just they're resilient. They now we'll see how they look over the long haul. I still got OKC winning the championship because they've proven time and time again. We saw a whole season of them last year. We saw them come back, dwindle leads. I mean, just like decapitate. Like a lead to be up 20 points, they shrivel it all the way down, win the game. You know, did that to Houston last night. I was kind of half watching the game because I was doing other things last night until I finally started. Once at the end of regulation, going into overtime, that's when I really, really started dialing in on the game. And one of my subscribers like, "Are you watching the game?" And man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's them. That reminded me why I love the game of basketball and what I'm praying the NBA gets back to. Now let's talk about Kevin Durant first and foremost. Now I'm gonna start out by saying this: some of you people, some of you delusional peon brains think that Kevin Durant is gonna be the man he was in OKC and in Golden State. You need your heads examined. You need to go see a psychologist, a psychiatrist, and you need to be locked up in a psychiatric ward if you think that. So get that out your mind. He's definitely not going to be the same KD he used to be. But I saw some glimpses that on the right team with the right pieces around him, he can compete for a championship. I saw it last night. KD still, he's not good enough to carry a team by itself, but he looked good. He scored a solid 23 last night. I don't know how many rebounds he got, but he looked healthy. He looked good out there. There was some times in the game where he was a little shaky, and I was a little, I was a little nervous. I'm not a KD fan, anyways. I don't really care about him like that. But some of you all that really like him, I think he sold his soul, LeBron James, like a lot of those guys did, and so I don't really have a whole lot because Kevin Durant is really just as much of an egomaniac as LeBron is. But that's a whole nother video, a whole nother discussion. But he, within the context of, basketball, I think he still got, some staples of greatness, There's no doubt, that he's valuable to the Houston Rockets. And with the brilliant coach of Emi Udoka, I really believe what we witnessed last night is what's going to be the Western Conference. Now, I know Dallas is going to have something to say about that. He said, I don't agree with his moves. Yeah, Kevin Durant could have been one of the most beloved NBA. We all knew LeBron James was a snake. But Kevin Durant could have been, one of the greatest to ever do it, man. But then he just, like LeBron James, he just looking for an easy way out. You know what I'm saying? I can't show no love and no respect to guys that don't go out there and get it out the mud. And I'm going to talk about Michael Jordan in the next video about what he said and how he took a direct shot at LeBron James, too, and KD and a lot of those guys of this generation. So when I heard that, I said, shots fired. And, since LeBron James wants to sneak diss everybody all the time, how does it feel to get a taste of your own medicine? So, Michael Jordan proved just why he's the GOAT and why LeBron James is not. But what we saw last night is that's great. That's pure greatness on the basketball court. And that's why I love the game, because I like to see guys out there competing, guys playing hard, not taking games off, taking plays off, cheating the game, all that stuff, man. Those guys make basketball almost unbearable, because that's all I'm talking about basketball. I really talk about the plantation known as the NFL that it continues to disrespect black players, who could just, we could just literally take our ball and go home, start our own league, you know what I'm saying? But, until we learn and, we keep letting the oppressor continue to just embarrass us and make a fool out of us, then I'm not going to continue to cover football because football is just not really show, on the pro level to really show love to our people. So I choose to do that. If you choose, to other content creators, y'all want to talk about the NFL, I'm not shaming you for doing it, but I don't talk a whole lot of football, and that's the reason why I don't. But he said, keep on preaching. I appreciate you, man. 404 not found. Hello from Korea. What's up, man? Rob Wick 777 says KD hasn't proven to be a true champion. No, he ain't. He's a bus rider. What's up, Leah? What's up? What's up, y'all? Jaden, what's going on, man? Hey, y'all, do me a favor and click that like button. Click that like button. Yeah, that game we saw last night, man, I'm telling you, that's greatness in the making. NBA is in a good place now. It's in a good place. We don't need guys like LeBron James and guys like that, just sitting around sucking all the attention. It's time for this guy to go away, man. And this KD, his last hurrah, man. These guys, really, he got on the right team. He was smart. Kevin Durant, we can't expect him to carry a team no more. We can't expect that. You don't expect a guy to be where he is skill-wise what is Kevin Durant now, 38, 37, 38, maybe 39, late 30s. Knocking on 40, but not quite there. KD got to be about 30. Let's see, what is he, 30? I think he's 38 now, I think he's 38, I believe. Him and Russell Westbrook about the same age. So, I would just say, they look good. They look good. It would have been cool to see Russell Westbrook go back to Houston and team up with KD. That'd be fun to see that. But some things just wishful thinking. But just keep watching. We're going to keep watching. I didn't get a chance. I was doing Bible study tonight, so I didn't get a chance to check out the Dallas Mavericks. Did the Dallas Mavericks win tonight, or are they still playing? Is Dallas playing tonight? Oh, somebody said he's 37. Okay. Thought he was like 38. Yep. Yeah, KD definitely showing signs of Father Time catching up to him last night. For sure, man. Yeah, he couldn't hold on to the ball slipping out of his hand, bouncing off his feet. He don't have that speed, that response time he used to have. Because, and basketball players and runners and football players, when you start, the first thing to go is your legs. Boxers, all that. All right, y'all, so y'all stay. Y'all keep it real. We're gonna keep it locked, keep it loaded. I'm going to keep coming on. Brandon Love Sports TV. I'm out. Peace.